Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Hello, howdy. Today I will be do my final examination from Mr. Chandra. The class is professional speaking, academic. So the title of the journal is Formulation of Alternative and Priority Business Strategy for Footwear Artisans in Suko, Mojokerto. This journal made by Sujani, Muhammad Saiful Arif, and Agus Sorwo Adi. Now, abstract, the purpose is rapidly changing and developing technology has led in increasingly fierce business competition. To survive and grow, footwear artisans must emphasize production, quality, and marketing. This study aims to determine the internal and external strategy factors and formulate alternative and priority strategy in a business development. The findings is the result should show the weighted values is growing with diversification strategy. Now, the practical of implication. The priority strategy is establishing a common forum, such as an association, which is necessary to mobilize competitive forces and facilitate internal and external communication to deliver effective marketing communication. So, in the introduction, the footwear industry is a labor-intensive one. The leading manufacturing sector contributes significantly to the national economy. In the coming period 2019, its locations are based in Surabaya, Gresik, Sidoarjo, Mojokerto, Pasuruan, and Magetan in East Java. Growth in the fourth quarter of 2018 still reached 1.55%. However, it fell sharply to 19.48% in the first quarter of 2019. So, the benefits of using QSPM are that the result can be changed sequentially and simultaneously, and there is no limit to the number of techniques that can be evaluated at once. The discussion of the SWOT and the QSPM strategy studies has been carried out by several researchers, and the study literature that examines explicitly the footwear industry conducted by Sulistiono and Mulyana explained that the position of the Siomas Bogor's sandal shoes UKM is located in quadrant 5, namely creativity of the sandal shoes model makers, optimize the network through collaboration with enterprises, marketers, and related parties, expand the marketing relationship network. So, the difference between this research and the previous research are as follow. The first is the theory, concurrent metrics. Research using the EFA and the EFA metric, developed at all 2017, Harahap in the 2019. So, the literature review. The first is the strategy. The strategy defines it. It first reflected by Chandler, 1962, as the long-term goals of a company and the utilization and allocation of resources that are important to achieve goals. It is a short means with a long-term plan to be performed. It is also a form of a statement relating to how individuals can work together in the organization to achieve goals and objectives. Strategy discussion related to the feature are connected to all parts of the organization. A broader understanding of strategy management is a series of discussion and action that formulate and implement plans to achieve goals. So the second is a SWOT analysis, SWOT. The analysis identifies various systematic factors to formulate company strategy. Based on the logic of maximizing strengths and opportunities while minimizing weakness and threats. Its metrics are strategy formulation tools that analyze internal and external factors, consisting of 9 cells, 4 key elements, and 4 strategy, namely SO, VO, ST, and WT. One is always leave blank. So the third is a key QSPM analysis. QSPM measure how internal and external factor can be analyzed as the key to success. How many sets of alternative strategy can be included in each group? But only specific ones are involved against each another. The advantage of using QSPM is that they can be examined sequentially and simultaneously, and there is no limit to the number that can be evaluated at once. Okay, we move on to the research method. The type of research used is qualitative research with a descriptive approach data collecting using purposive sampling technique, namely expert artisans. The stage in the data collection are: first is collecting data, conducting interview with artisans and related stakeholders. The second is the result of the first stage of an interview or process as information and after being collected are used to complete of questionnaire in the second stage. And the third is stage of analysis data through the SWOT and QSPA methods. SWOT analysis is carried out through calculation IVAS, Internal Strategy Factor Analysis Summary, and EVIS, External Strategy Factor Analysis Summary, by considering the value of weights and ratings. Here are the steps. The step 1 is IVAS. There are 5 steps to determine internal factor. Clone 5 comments are not mandatory. At this stage, determine an evolution of internal factor and carry out. The second is EVIS. There are 5 steps to decide external factor. Clone 5 comments are not mandatory. At this stage, the determination and evolution of external factor are carried out. The last is the alternative strategy are establishment through SWOT, analysis and priority strategies through QSPM. Okay, we're going to the result and discussion. Every artisan currently has carefully planning to increase product development. They do not have to be expert in assembling shoes, armed with a sufficient managerial skill. One can involve and hire an expert in in the assembly. The primary raw material for making shoes are leather, laterite, and sponge. The provision of raw material is carried out by involving many service providers support and providing benefit and creativity job opportunities. Many services are found, namely punching, press, screen printing, and assembling service. Artisans collaborate by involving several parties, including raw material suppliers, assemblers, sellers, and intermediaries. Now is IVAS Internal Strategy Factor Analysis Summary, the ranking and the internal weighting of artisans. Can be seen in the table 1 and 2 below. The total IAFS score, which is the internal strength and the weakness of the craftsman, table 1 and 2, is 2.75. The main power is the variable with the most significant average weight score. Namely, good product quality is 0.229. Quality is a dynamic state associated with products, service, people, process, and the environment achieve or exceeds expectations. The product that be the best satisfies one preference in the product of the highly quality. The main weakness in the capital elimination is a 0.13. The greater of ability of working capital provides with the opportunities to increase productive directly impacting income. Okay, so there must be suggestion. We're going to the suggestion. Collaboration and synergy between the district and city government of Mojokerto need to be carried out in the facilitating artisans for various events together and sustainably. The Mojokerto government has a direct role in the creating a forum community for artisans. Cooperating between artisans is a designing product by utilizing local wisdom from Mojokerto, which is synonymous with many relics of the Majapahit kingdom. Cooperating with suppliers for the availability of raw material at low and sustainable price impacts product sellers at competitive price. So about the research limitations, this research was limited to the Suoko sub-district as a home industry center in Mojokerto Regency. And a similar study can be done by expanding the research R for data collection, such in Puri and Prajurit Kulon district, Mojokerto city. It considered that these two areas are directly injections to the Suoko district, both of which are the backbone of the footwear industry center in the Suoko Mojokerto. So